shining. That's what I've been through lately. I just tell them what I've been through, hey, what I've been pushing limits, I'm pushing limits, I'm pushing limits, I'm pushing limits.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Crime Wave. Christ really is moving everywhere because he really is. Let's get right into it, man. It's finally here. 9-3. It's out, man. It's out. You know what I'm saying? The link is in the description to DistroKid. It should be out everywhere on all platforms, man, including my YouTube. So you can go to my YouTube and it should be in a playlist. You know what I'm saying? I got that link in the description. You know what I mean? My Facebook link, too, is there too. So you know what I'm saying? So, man, this is it, man. So let's go through a couple of these tracks, man. Got some all the distractions, we gon' stay real. Hey yo, Jesus turned water into wine, and Jesus turned you into beauty. Well, actually, let's play it. Let's play it from the beginning. Check it out. So, it's going through all the songs that's on here right now on 93, man. My latest project. So, this is a little previews they give. Let's just run through them, man.
Yeah, and quite frankly, ain't nothing left but righteousness, conspiracies, microchips, just music I left you with. I know God's a provider, cause my homie just lost his job, and now he punching the clock. I'm praying he kick his habit, fighting demons a wrestle, gotta move like a savage. Warriors win wars, cause warriors plan for battle. Wanna be judged, but don't condemn me. Stick to my guns, clips is it.
So I say only God can say, and I'll let you judge. If you look at yourself first, I got self-worth, can't live worth. I got purpose, I got purpose. So I'm gon' live every day like it's a party. We gon' turn up cause we dealing with that hardest. We gon' hard but never claim to be the hardest. Mama told me don't be bitter, be where God is. So I'm gon' live every day like it's a party. Where you be? I was chillin' in the projects, with no lights on. Drunk in the landlord, I was chillin' in the projects, with no lights on. Still no Wi-Fi, I was chillin' in the projects, with no lights on. Broke the phone off, I was chillin' in the projects, tryna make it come on. Yeah, I was chillin' in the projects, actually the trailer park. Same circumstances with no answers, that's the crazy part. Praying for a dance. Wakanda, they say Black Lives Matter now. Wakanda forever or temporarily. Cause I'm only black until you bury me. It's spiritual but physically I'm mentally drained. My cousin was 13 selling cocaine. He a father now, I'm proud of him. He been through some things. Let's take it back to 205. We were struggling then. I was ashamed, hiding problems we were struggling with. It was financial, can't invite no one inside of the crib. Mama told us about the gospels in the Bible a bit. They slayed Jesus, then they I heard Pop tell me, head up, even when the road was hard, never give up. I heard God tell me, quit playing with me. I ain't never broke a promise, what you saying to me? Nah. We behind on the bill this hard. Trying hard not to steal this one. This is a drought and we feel this one. I need you to come through right now, right now.
So you know that I'm shining. So you know that I'm shining. That's what I've been through lately. I just tell them what I've been through, hey, what I've been pushing limits, I can bend, won't break. Pushing limits, I can bend, won't break. I'm a diamond in the dirt, diamond in the dirt, diamond from the dirt. I'm a diamond in the dirt, diamond in the dirt, diamond from the dirt. I'm a diamond in the dirt, I'm a diamond in the dirt. So tell them I'm all the distractions, we gon' stay real.
Hey yo, Jesus turned water into wine, and Jesus turned you into beautiful. But you knew that though. Spending every night in the studio, we coolin' though. Cooler than my daddy in 84, like 2 below. Now we cooler than we were than way before. That's cool to know. Used to bump the Bone Thugs, Outkast, Coolio. Videos on Saturday, pray before I do a show. A wise man once said nothing, cause he listened though. Seisha always asked me when she. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, it's out, man. And listen, you know,
I like what I heard. I like how the streaming services, you know what I'm saying, tweaks everything. For those of you who in the, you know what I'm saying, music game and understanding how streaming services, you know, compress your audio to match and all that good stuff. That sounded pretty decent. I noticed a couple things because I made the mistake of not sending my masters to my mastering engineer for him to look over. Guys, please do this. Like, if you have somebody in your corner, like don't get too caught up and think you just, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing and it sounds good. Yeah, to you. But I mean, you know, this age of music, it's cool. You can put out as long as you got a slap, you good. But if you're talking about making quality music, and at this point in life, I pride myself on that because of the simple fact, I'm presented with more opportunity, and you know, I want to make sure I deliver the best quality because, you know, it's things are starting to look a little more professional, but that started with just taking care of what God gave me in a non-professional setting, you know, being professional. But anywho, man, G.I. Wonder, man, go. So here's the thing about 93. 93 is out now on all platforms and is on my personal YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got links and everything. That'll be in the description as well. Or you just go to my channel. Where you're already on the channel, and it should be in the playlist, the 93. But we got G.I. Wonder. Go to G.I. Wonder's page, man, because this is what I want the most support on. This is where it all started, man. This is where all the inspiration and everything really gets crazy, because we got everything on this page right here, man, on this YouTube channel, G.I. Wonder's YouTube channel, the deluxe edition of 93. Now here's the thing about the deluxe edition, right? I went back and made a few changes to my mix. To my mixes, it sounds pretty decent, as you've heard it on there. But I'm sometimes excited for you guys to hear that. But you should really check this song out and this project out, because it's just, you know, it's a different perspective on how God works in the lives of human beings, specifically me, my story. As you can see, my parents here, they look just like me. But you know what I'm saying? But the 93 Deluxe will be out on Wednesday, January 5th, man. Check it out. It'll be on G.I. Wonder's YouTube page only. So go to the G.I. Wonder YouTube page and check out the Deluxe. It'll be in the playlist. You get the full album. It'll play all the way through. Just click on the playlist. That link will be in the description. Or one of the songs that'll take you to the playlist with 93 in it. But 93 Deluxe, it got 3 more songs on there, so it's more of a complete album. You know what I mean? It's just something I wanted to do last minute. I decided just to add it to it, and I made a few changes to the mixes. It's slight differences. You may not be interested, but if you got any up and coming mix engineers and producers and even artists out there, because I do all the things myself, you can just kind of pay attention to the subtle stuff that makes a difference. Like on these mixes, I really tuned in and honed in on widening my melodies, so that way my vocal had more room to breathe, and it's more audible. Not everything is so congested. It's one of the most simple ways you can make a mix sound really good, is just spreading things out. Like if you have two instruments, you want balance, playing one hard left, one hard right, or if you got one, just use some kind of stereo imaging plug-in. What that is, if you're not familiar with stereo image, that's just how the sound is heard on 2 speakers, because stereo means 2, mono means 1. Phone speakers only have 1 speaker, but they have a certain capability and a capability to reproduce a stereo image, but most of the time it's just not as stereo as a car system or whatever. But if you notice on professional mixes, and how they get the vocals to sound so clear, is just simply by moving things out of the way. Like move it far left, far right, or widening one melody, if that's the case, if they have one melody on this particular song, and you just widen that up, you do your mixes and stuff. But that's kind of how the approach I did with 93, the deluxe edition, because I actually sent the 3 additional tracks, well, at least 2 of them, to my mastering engineer before I posted them. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just really a stickler on quality. Want to deliver to you guys the best product, because I just feel like, I just love quality music, and I just feel like nothing makes the music sound more musical than everything just like working together as one. And but of course, it starts with making great music. Now, hopefully, you guys enjoy the music I've created on this project here, man. 93 is out on all streaming platforms. It's on my YouTube. 93, the deluxe edition, again, will be on GR Wonder's YouTube page on Wednesday. You can check it out there. It'll be available on streaming platforms probably around January the 30th, I want to say. So you can get that there, and I recommend getting that too, because again, it's mixed just a slight tad bit different, and I feel like it makes a world difference. Because on these the ones that's released, I noticed some really high frequency in the vocals, so I just put too much high end on it, 10K, and it can be kind of jarring to your ear. But it works nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? It isn't a terrible listen. It's decent. It gets the job done. But again, me being who I am, I just, excuse me, just going back and redoing things. But it's out nonetheless, man. Go check it out. Yeah, 93. It's really out now. Like I said, the links will be in the description. It should be, you can get it. It should be on all streaming platforms. I'm not sure. It acts weird sometimes on Amazon or something, but let's go check something out. Let's see what's up. So we got it here. Okay, cool. Everything is there. Yeah, we here, man. So Apple Music users, please cop that. Let's see how it sounds. Now, if you know about how streaming platforms turn down stuff to be able to compete, and you got to pay for some of it for them to turn them up, and it gets into mastering and LUFS, and it's just all the stuff that goes into like mastering your songs and streaming them, and how loud they'll be, and if they can compete with mainstream records, etc. It's all that technical stuff that nobody really likes about music, because it gets really mathematical, and I don't like math. So let's just take a listen to one of these things here.
Arguments with my sister, I told him he should stop it over a piece of chocolate. Come on, a piece of chocolate. See, we too blessed to argue, but I know death will haunt you. It's okay, Pop, I got you. Look, that's a scary beef. I can't see what you see. You drunk.
Decent. And they're trying to promote to me. All right.
Wanna be judged, but don't condemn me. Stick to my guns.
So I say what we got to say. And I'll let you judge if you look at yourself first. I got self-worth, can't live worthless. I got purpose. So I'm gonna live every day like it's a party. We gon' turn up cause we dealing with that heartache.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm liking that. It's pretty decent. The other versions I got, I think they're a little bit better, just a little bit more controlled, in my opinion, and it's a little bit wider, so you can some more space for that vocal. But these are decent. I like this. I think it'll be a good turnout. Now, just a little backstory on these tracks, man. Like in Heartache, it's a line where I say, it's and I allow you to judge if you look at yourself first. That's that was from a biblical standpoint. It was, when Jesus was like, take the plank out of your own eye before you make a judgment. And that's why I was like, I allow you to judge if you look at yourself first. Like, I think the pushback a lot of times is we don't want to be judged, but not realizing that judgment is actually good. It's a good thing when it's delivered effectively. When it's when that person looks at that self first, humbles themselves, realize where you're at, where you're coming from, and then make a proper judgment. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of inspiration for that, at least that line. But the whole song is just like kind of just trusting in God. Like you can hear it on the hook and stuff. So that's kind of like the backstory with that. And if you listen to I Gotta Pee, it's like the title is explained in the verse. So check that out, and you can kind of put two and two together and understand why I named it. Why is this thing making me look cross-eyed? you can kind of get the inspiration for that. And then Sierra Leone, literally, is just catering to being like the diamond in the rough, because Sierra Leone, West Africa, diamonds and stuff like that, and just the main melody really gave me that inspiration just to talk about Africa. I don't know why. Then distractions. It's about my wife, Seisha. It's just staying focused. Staying down, not letting life get in between us and our marriage, and my love I have for her. And I think that's kind of it. And you can hear at the end of that song, my barber. He's he's really like a good spiritual advisor as well to me. So that's why I put him in the song. And he's talking about how he saw us on a bridal magazine. Me and Seisha is actually on a bridal magazine for 2019 or 2020, I believe, and we're on the cover of it. So you might see that around Lynchburg. But I think that the edition is over with, obviously, because it's a new year. But we do have copies of that. Excuse me. But that's a side note. The trailer park is interesting because it talks about life in destitute areas, or at least our situation. And I just took a little creative approach to it. I paid homage to Tupac, and I guess you could say Little Scrappy because he paid homage to Tupac with that. So you know what I'm saying, you kind of hear that. Bug Spray is about how, like, being in a destitute area, we were, a house, living in a trailer with roaches and just being poor, like just the essence of getting it from the bottom, like humble beginning. And it just kind of caters to that. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of caters to how it affects the brain, like mentally, and the results of that, and how it makes you think, like how it affects the psyche growing up, like having to live with such a disgusting animal, insect. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it really does. It makes you look at things different, and it's humbling. It puts a battery in your back, I would say. It just gave us ambition, and and quite frankly, it's just raw. In the hook, I'm like, ain't nothing left but micro righteousness, conspiracies, microchips. It's just like, it's almost like it has nothing to do with what I'm saying, but it does. Like, it's kind of like I'm talking like about just life and how things are going, and my childhood, because it's the whole thing, and how life in my household was. And then it's just kind of like that moment, like, it's almost like you see, like, shaking your head, like, it ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like, that kind of a phrase, but more on a deeper level, like, ain't nothing left but righteousness, conspiracies, microchips. And, like, that's on, like, a spiritual level, like, conspiratorial things about, like, Bible prophecy, and how they say, like, are they gonna, the mark of the beast is gonna be a microchip. And it's just more so, like, I guess just coming from that, like, just, it was inspired by Nas, believe it or not. Like, to say something like profound but mine was like less. It wasn't meaningless, but it wasn't as profound. But it still did have a meaning. It tied into the song, and it was just like, and left with like righteousness. Like that's what I have to cling on to. You know what I'm saying, to get me through. Like Jesus, and He's like the epitome of righteousness. He is righteousness, and just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just looking at the world from different angles, like righteousness, what people think about God and how they get it wrong, and it's not really, but it could be, and just the world versus God, and I'm in the middle, like conspiracies, microchips, and this music I left you with, and this like the music is inspired just from everything around me, and the verses really talk about like life in the home and how that, it's almost like a distraction, and it's like, but I still, think through my thoughts and how it affects me and how, like, I dream, I aspire to do things. I aspire to get out of the situation, and I thought it was just a good intro. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's kind of my thought process into this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like kind of tying everything into one, but still being thematically on point, like tying back into '93. It was more so my childhood. I was born in '93. That's why I call it '93. But yeah, it's just like, man, it's a really it was a really heartfelt project. It was just easy to write. You know what I'm saying? Like really easy to write. It wasn't hard at all to like, come in, and of course I'm doing all the mixing and mastering and stuff. So I thought it put out pretty good, man. It was a blessing to be doing it, and this time with just different things happening in life. Like what was happening in some of those instances in those songs is definitely not happening now. Like everything it's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like peace, harmony, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like we got that news and situation. You know what I'm saying? We got like connections with them. We got other opportunities that's on the way. You know what I'm saying, for G.I. Wonder and stuff. So it was a really introspective and really dope. Just to put it into music and reflect and like, yo, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's been a crazy year, you know what I'm saying, losing my aunt and my uncle. I put them, some references to them in those songs, because that, it's just like, they were a big part of it, man. Like, they were really a big part of it. But, you know what I'm saying, needless to say, it's just like, man, like, it's some really dope stuff coming up this year for G.I. Wonder. So please go to the page on the 5th and check out the deluxe. I got some joints on that I really like, with the 3 additional songs. So check those out. But in the meantime, you can go to streaming platforms, and I'll put the description in the link once again for '93. It's out on the platform, so wherever you need it, listen to music at, you can find it there. YouTube, of course. Yeah, man, like, y'all have a good one, man. Like, a really, really, really good one. Cause I'm out, and go like and subscribe to the page, man. To G.I. Wonder, man. You see this? You see this right here? That's what we talking about right here. You know what I'm saying? And we hope you to develop a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the true and living God over anything. Screw this music. Like, you die tomorrow, this music ain't going, you know what I mean? Whatever. But peace. I'm out.